Today I'm going to show you how to create this MTV logo using Adobe Photoshop CS3. Before you begin this assignment, search the internet for your favorite band or singer and save these images to a folder. Let's begin by resetting Adobe Photoshop by holding down the Command key, the Option key, and the Shift key, clicking on Adobe Photoshop. Wait till this window pops up, let go of all three keys, click Yes to continue. Now we're going to go to File, New, and let's title this MTV logo. We're going to set the measurement to inches, set the width to 8 inches, set the height to 6 inches, set the resolution 180. Again, make sure this is set to inches. Click OK. And we're going to start out by filling the background with black. So I like to hit the D key on the keyboard. The letter D resets the colors back to default, which is black for foreground and white for a background color. Now if we hold down the Alt key and the Delete key, that's going to fill it with black. Now we need to put some rulers on here. So if you hold the Command key, hit the letter R, that places your rulers on the screen. Now if we click on the ruler and drag a guideline down to 3 inches, this is where we're going to place our M. We're going to right click on the Type tool, go down to Horizontal Type Mask tool, set the font to Gill Sans Ultra Bold, set the size to 200. I'm going to click somewhere in the middle of the screen here. Let's do a capital M, and we're going to move it with the rectangular marquee tool, which is right here. Grab the M, put it right on the line, and now we're ready to open up the image we're going to place inside the M. So I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm going to look for my images, which I stored on my desktop in a folder. And we have a picture of Lady Gaga. You got to make sure the picture you find on the internet is a higher resolution picture or a larger picture, because you are going to have to resize this image. I'm going to hold down the Command key and hit the letter A. That's going to select it. You can also go under Select and say Select All. Then you're going to Command C, which is copy. And then I just close this window out. And now we're going to hold down the Command key, the Shift key, and the letter V. And that's going to go paste into. You can also find that under Edit, and it was right here. Now my image of Lady Gaga is a little big, so I'm going to go and scale her down a little bit. I'm going to hold down the Command key and the letter T, and if I hold the Shift key down, I can grab this corner, scale it down a little bit. And now I've got to be careful at where you place the image, because you still want to be able to see the bottom of the N. If it's dark, you're not going to see the letter M. And I'm going to say that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark, or you can hit the return key. Next thing we're going to do is add an outline to the M, which is called a stroke, because it'll defy the edge and make it look better. So we're going to come over here to the Layers palette, and we're going to double click on Layer. And if we click on Stroke, I'll click on Color. I'm going to choose a shade of pink, because there's a shade of pink in the picture that will look good. Click OK, and I like setting the size to 5. Click OK, and now it kind of defines the edge. It looks a little bit better. So now we're going to go in and create a new layer to write the words, the letters TV. So come down here in the layer palette, click on this button, add a new layer. I'm going to make sure that I'm on white for the foreground color. Click on a paintbrush, choose a hard brush, which would be like the number 19 brush, and go ahead and set this to 40. And then you just go ahead and click back on this brush up here. And if you hold the Shift key, we're going to make the stem of the T about right here. Pull down. Don't go past the guideline, because then it will bleed into the reflection. Will look good. And I'm going to redo that. And I'm going to redo that one too. I'd say that's good. And I don't like my V. That looks okay. Okay, I want to add a stroke to the TV because it really doesn't stand out. So I'm going to come over here, double click on the layer 2, click on stroke. Now let's the outline the same color that I used on the M. Let me cancel out of here. I'm going to go back to this layer, go on stroke, and if we click on this pink box, we highlight this web color right here, and you hold down Command C, we'll go and copy that same color pink, click OK, click OK. Now I'm going to double click on layer 2 where TV is. We're going to click on stroke, select this color. If you highlight this box, do Command V for paste, click OK. It's going to outline with the same color we chose in the outline of the M. I like 2 for the size around the letters TV. Click OK. And so far that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to merge these layers together, but I don't want to merge the background layer. So I'm going to go and turn off the background layer. And we are going to go under Layer. And we're going to go ahead and merge Visible, which merge all the layers with the eyeballs turned on. Now we're going to go ahead and duplicate this layer. So I can go under Layer again, select Duplicate Layer, hit OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn background back on, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit, Transform, Flip Vertical, and it's going to flip that image. We're going to select the Move tool, which is the letter V on the keyboard, or just come over here and click on this panel, pull this down so it touches. Now we're going to change the opacity of this so it looks like a real reflection. So over here, click on opacity, set this to 50%. And now I want to give my reflection some depth because it looks like it's just hanging straight down. So I'm going to go back up to Edit, and we're going to go to Transform and Perspective. Now I'm going to grab the corner and drag this out. You know, it depends how far you want to drag out. I'm just going to drag out enough to give it some depth. And now I'm going to go ahead and apply that. So I'm going to hit the check mark. And now I want to dissolve my reflection because it doesn't look real enough yet. So if I come over to the panel, and you can click on the Quick Mask button, which is right here, or hit the letter Q. And we're going to go to Gradient. And when you select Gradient, make sure that the very first gradient box is checked off. You have this gradient selected. Make sure it's on normal mode. Now come down on this blue guideline, hold the Shift key down and draw a straight line. Start here in the middle, go down to the top of the M, let go Shift key. Now I hit the letter Q on the keyboard. That turns into a selection. Hit Delete, which is the backspace button, and then you hit Command D to deselect. And we'd go ahead and remove the guide right here. Just go to View, Clear Guides, and there you have it. Now let's say I don't like the reflection, I want to fix the dissolve. If I hold down the Command, Option, and the letter Z, this step backwards. So I'm going to step back until I get just past the red Quick Mask. Now if I hold the Shift key and I drag that gradient, let's say if I only go, let's say to the top of the T right here, let go, hit Q, it's going to give a bigger selection. So when I hit Delete, more of the M will be missing. Now I'm going to back up again, step backwards, which is Command, Option Z. I'm going to step back just past the red. I'm going to go ahead and go back, start on this blue line, hold the Shift key down. I'm going to drag it back down just a little bit farther than the top. Hit the letter Q, hit Delete, and hit Command and the letter D, which deselects. Then View, Clear Guides, and there you have it, your MTV logo. Let's go to File, Save As. Make sure you save it to your folder. So I like to save mine on my Documents folder. So find Documents, and if you had to create a new folder, we can always click New Folder and name this MTV Logo. hit create, and then up here name it MTV logo.psd. PSD stands for Photoshop document. Hit save, hit OK. Now if I'm going to post this on the internet or email it to myself so I can show my parents, I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as JPEG. So on the format, click here, go to JPEG, and I'm saving it to the same place. It's going to be saved in my MTV logo folder, which is in my documents folder as mtvlogo.jpg. Hit save, click OK. Now we can send this image to our internet website, Facebook, MySpace, whatever you want to do. And that's it. Congratulations, you're finished. Call me over to check it out. Adios.